I quit my job to be a full-time YouTuber. About 3 years from today, I made the decision to leave what was for me a well-paying job at AT&T as a wire technician to be a full-time YouTuber. But let me bring you all the way back to the beginning so you could kind of get an idea of my upbringing. Growing up, we didn't have much. We're not super poor, but we was not rich at all. Both my parents are immigrants. My mom worked at Burger King and my dad worked at irrigation. They made sure we had everything we needed, but it was not sweet growing up. At 17 years old, I became a father to a beautiful baby girl. And my first job was actually, I think at 18, I worked seasonal at Costco. Seasonal position at Costco, and I didn't make it past seasonal. They let me go after a couple months, you know what I'm saying? And after that, I worked at McDonald's for a couple years, became a shift manager there. And from there, I moved on working security for a couple of years. I never settled for what I was getting. I always strived for more. All I had was a high school diploma. I never went to college. I actually did go to college. I dropped out after like a semester. But all I had was a high school diploma, but I still moved from job to job every couple of years trying to get more money. After security for a couple of years, I ended up finding a really, really well-paying job at AT&T as a wire technician. And I was there for about, I believe, almost 7 years. 7 years of my life, because they paid really good. We worked under a union, so they negotiated a contract and all that stuff. We all made, as wire technician, almost $30 an hour over there, making really, really good money. That's why I stayed there so long, but it was a hard job. You have no life. All you do is work, work, work. You start at 8 o'clock in the morning and you get off whenever the work is done, whenever that may be. If that's at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're there till that time. How it works is like what I did there, basically my responsibility, I installed internet, cable, satellite TV. That entails climbing up telephone poles with heavy behind ladders, climbing through attics, and going in people's houses that I'd rather not be in because they are filthy. I've seen some nasty, nasty stuff in people's houses. Oh my goodness. I could go on for days and days of just the most disgusting stuff you ever seen. I've seen hoarders. I've seen nasty stuff. Let's not go into detail. But yeah, that job was just really tough mentally. And I kept toughing it out and staying there for the money, but it really tore me up, like really tore me up bad. Like before you start the job, they even tell you orientation, hey, you're not gonna have a life here. You want a family life, you want work-life balance, you're not gonna get it, and they are not lying. I live in Florida where we have hurricanes and storms frequently. It could be the day after a hurricane and you're back at work, you know what I'm saying? I remember after a certain hurricane, I didn't even have power at home for a whole week. A whole week. I think maybe even 2 weeks. We didn't have power, but yet I had to get up every single morning, go to work, come back to no power, cold showers, in the heat, you know what I'm saying, with my family. And that's just what I had to do to provide for my family. And yeah, I did that for a long time, but it really tore me up. In that time frame, my wife started a cooking channel called Island Vibe Cooking, you probably know. And she started doing very well. She started being consistent, working her butt off, and she did very well for herself and for our family. And we ended up meeting Beam Squad, the YouTubers Beam Squad, Billy and Eva. They're really big on YouTube. And they contacted her. They got in touch with each other as far as like catering stuff. So my wife started doing a little catering stuff for them here and there. I remember one Thanksgiving dinner, she went over there and cooked the whole Thanksgiving dinner, and I went there as well with the kids, and we spent the whole Thanksgiving at their house. And I've been to a couple parties here and there at their house as well. And they really, really motivated me particularly, because we're in the same age group. Like when I look at Billy and I look at myself, we're in the same age group, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him and his success and how well he's doing on YouTube, and it just motivated me and opened my eyes to like, man, you could really, really do this. And I had a talk with him and I asked him a lot of questions, and he kind of gave me the rundown on, you know, his beginnings and how he got to where he was at today. And it just takes nothing but hard work, and that, you know, you could really do it. And seeing them and being that we're the same nationality, he's Haitian, I'm Haitian, it just showed me that I could do it too, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want that for myself. I want to set my family up. I want to do well in life, and I see an avenue to do so. So eventually, right after the birth of my youngest child, my son, I quit my job at AT&T. I took time off from work to be there for the birth, and when it was time to go back to work, I went back and forth with myself. Should I go back? Should I not go back? Mind you, it's scary to leave your job. And I text my boss and I said, you know, this is it, you know, I'm done. And leading up to that, I did already start my cooking channel, Whip It Up with Jay. And I grinded it out, you know what I'm saying? I didn't just quit my job where I wasn't making any money at all from YouTube. I actually built something first, but it wasn't easy. Remember I told you how my job, you know, you don't know when you're gonna get off from work. You don't know what you're gonna do each day because every job is different, you know what I'm saying? But some of my first videos, I still had those khaki Dickies on with a tank top, you know what I mean? And that's me fresh off of work, making a cooking video, grinding, getting on the computer, editing it, uploading it. And that was the beginning where nobody was watching, because, you know, and that's how it is in the beginning of YouTube. You work so hard to put out the most bomb video. You upload it and nobody watches it. And that's just part of the game. You just gotta keep on grinding, and eventually you're gonna build an audience and you're gonna build some fans that's gonna support you. And yeah, I did, you know, I didn't just, you know, cold turkey quit my job making no money. My wife was already making money off of YouTube, and I was already making money off of YouTube just because I knew what it took, and I grinded my butt off to get to that point. And it was still scary, but I said, forget it. I quit, and I never looked back, and I never regret, you know, doing what I did. I had a good paying job, but it made me miserable. You know what I'm saying? And since then, it's been nothing but up. You know what I'm saying? It's been 3 years of me being self-employed. You know what I'm saying? What I accomplished since then, I bought my dream house. I bought my dream freaking house, 6-bedroom house. I never thought that I would even be at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 32 years old, and I just accomplished so much. This is actually my 3rd house, and this particular house was purchased with nothing but YouTube funds, which is not fun when you have to get financing, or should I say a mortgage. Being self-employed, it's an absolute nightmare. That's a story for another day, because when you try to get a mortgage, they want people who have W-2s and stuff like that. All we have are 1099s and tax returns. And let me tell you, they want to dig through every little thing to try to get you funded for your loan. It's an absolute nightmare, but we made it happen. We got our dream home, and I got my dream car. Some people might not think it's much, but it's a lot to me. I always wanted a Corvette. I built it how I wanted it. Rapid blue 3LT convertible with the blue interior, just how I wanted it. And it's just amazing what you can do if you know, put your mind to something and you just never give up. It doesn't always have to be YouTube. It could be anything. But I do believe social media is the wave. It's just the wave right now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, no matter what platform that you're using, could be Twitch, streaming, it doesn't matter. Whatever platform you use, the internet is the wave right now. 9 to 5 is out the window. You know what I'm saying? There's so many opportunity out here by just grinding and building yourself a following. You really have to go for it. And that's just what I wanted this video to be about. I wanted to motivate anybody watching today to take that leap of faith like I did. Chase your dream and get what you want out of life and never settle. You know what I'm saying? Never be complacent, because you can always get more and there's always more to achieve. Even right now today, I am not satisfied. I am not done. I still want more and I'm still gonna get it. Nothing's gonna stop me. So that's where we at. I just wanna make that video. This is my personal channel, my main channel, Whip It Up with Jay, with the recipes and whatnot. If you haven't already, subscribed to that one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys took something out of it. I hope, I motivated you guys to take that leap of faith as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.